Welcome to the joy of animation!
An insight into the minds of 4 fabulous animators.
Where we find out what makes them so obsessed with making things come alive.
Let's begin!
I just love controlling the movement. To a micro level, an animator can control the way things move. There's nothing better than sort of getting up and out of your chair and throwing your weight around and moving with different emotions and trying to feel different senses of weight and purpose, and then coming back to your light box or your computer and trying to capture that in the animation and the movement that you're creating. And you could say in film, live action film, you have some control over, you can tell an actor to move quickly or slowly. But as an animator, I have the ability to get right down and say, at this 1/30th of a second I want that to be there, and then 1/30th of a second later I want it to be over there.
It would be so sad if I couldn't share what I had to offer. I worked so hard, figured things out from the ground up.
To create an effect and have an effect on an audience is what I really love to do.
What I love about animation is playing God. As a stop motion animator, I get a chance to write the script, draw the storyboards, visualise the whole look of the film. I get to build the sets, I get to paint the sets, I get to build these little guys. I get to actually animate the characters and give them the emotions that I want them to put on screen. And finally I get to edit the whole thing together and put it to music and turn it into a film. And for me, the best part is when one of my characters portrays an emotion that I've been trying to put into him, and I get the desired response from an audience.
Teaching animation is a form of teaching a visual language, and by seeing students learn a new language, it's really, really satisfying to actually see them get it. It's excellent. When I was younger, I came out of high school and I thought, right, I've got to do something, so I went and learnt science, but all the way through that I drew cartoons. I couldn't let go of my cartoons, and then the next phase in evolution from cartoons was to make them move, and that was to become an animator. And then the further evolution of that was to take the rush that I got from learning about animation and creating animation, and then passing that on and teaching animation to animation students now. It's great when their eyes light up when you see them actually produce an animation.
He has a gift, and once you acknowledge that, then maybe we'll have something to talk about.
I think my favourite part of animation would have to be telling my own story. I love writing stories that are really bittersweet. I love making people laugh and then making people cry, if that's at all possible.
You can search everywhere for answers. Sometimes it's hard to ask the question. I know I'm a figment of a small child's imagination, living an imaginary life. And I'm okay with that. Really.
And I also love doing it all myself. I love not only writing everything, but just sitting down at the desk and drawing it all, putting it into the computer, animating it, doing my own voices. I've gotten to a point now where I realise I should probably go out and hire some professional people to do voices and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest with you, it's just a lot of fun to do all that stuff myself.
You know what I want more than anything? For God's sake, I just want to be in a porno.
And it's just, I think filmmaking should be fun, and this definitely is the most enjoyable medium I've worked in. I've also done live action stuff, but there's so many people on set and there's a lot of compromise, but with this I can just sit in my little den, so to speak, and just kind of, it's just very peaceful, and I can just do what I want, let my imagination run wild.
This actually tickles.